Assalamu alaikum, dear friends, how are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, one complaint which most of us are having against none other but we ourselves. That complaint is I am unable to do, unable to accomplish reasonably good amount of the work in my days, weeks, and months and years. So, mean there isn't enough accomplishment, there isn't enough success at all. So, that troubles me, that makes me unhappy and upset. Indeed, this is something to be concerned about, something to think and devise ways and means so that I am better able to perform, so that I am better able to produce the required results. Here, today we have made it a topic of our discussion that how can we remove this complaint, how can we perform better, produce better results in our days and weeks and months. There are certain things, certain very important tips which are going to be shared here. These are 10 in number. Each one of these is more important than the other one. Each one of these is highly useful and beneficial, tried and tested. Now let's look upon the 10 of these tips. First of all, it is First of all, it is set clear goals. Setting clear goals. Goal setting is like deciding this is my destination, this is the direction where I have to work. So, the first thing is it is the goal setting. Set clear goals. While we are setting the goal, we must remember the two things. And although there are many things too, but there are two things which are more important than any other. This one is that our goal must be a very clear one. It must be so clear that I can quite comfortably understand it, and other people too can understand it. Now, but understanding of others, that is totally unnecessary. The other is that my goal must be a realistic one. It must be attainable, achievable one. It must be a reasonable one, because if at all I set too big the goals, it would actually mean that I shall not be achieve anything else at all, and there will be a mere wastage of the time. Instead, if I set the realistic and the practical and the attainable and the achievable goal, it actually means that I am moving forward step by step. If at all I have achieved little thing, I will achieve another, I will achieve another, I will achieve yet another. And this will actually mean that there will be reasonably good number of accumulated results. So that is set clear goals. Set clear goals. Now the second is create a schedule. We do have to create a schedule. How can it be done? Plan your days, plan your weeks, and planning your month. Yes, that is scheduling. What am I going to do on this particular day? What am I going to do tomorrow? What am I going to do the day after tomorrow? Plan your days, plan your weeks, plan your months. This is how we can schedule. We can create a schedule. And now the third is prioritize task. We have to prioritize task, because everything which we are trying to do, it's not equal in importance, it's not equal in producing the results. So for that reason, I think we do have to prioritizing is very important. Focus on high importance activities first, focusing on the high importance activities first. There are certain things which are important and urgent at the same time. This must be put in the A category. There are things which are important but not urgent. This should be put in the category B. Now there is the C category which says the things which are not important but urgent. So this all these items come under the umbrella of C. Now there is the D category. The D category umbrella says that the things which are neither important nor urgent. That is how we need to prioritize tasks. Now the fourth is use time management tools. Using the time management tool, the time is most important commodity ever, because the time is life. We have been given the life in the terms of decades, years, months, weeks, days, etc. So in that context, it is very important that use time management tools. Using what are the time management tools? First of all, make a to-do list. Then after that, either use the calendar or use the application on the smartphone. That is how we can use the time management tool. But whatever suits you, whatever is more doable for you, do it, practice it. Now the fifth is eliminate distractions. We do have to eliminate the distraction. Minimize social media. Minimizing the social media, as the social media is the biggest addiction of the time. It is the biggest addiction of the time. So minimize the social media, and switch off the notifications. That is how we can eliminate the distraction. It does not mean that we cannot use the social media at all. After all, we can do it during the relaxation time. But as for the work time is concerned, as for the opportunity time is concerned, it should not be used, and it should be used as little as possible. Minimize the usage of it. That is, use time management tools. Now the fifth, that is eliminate distraction. Now the sixth is create accountability, self accountability. Share your goals and progress with a friend or mentor. Share your goals, share your progress with a friend or a mentor. So that is create accountability. Now the seventh is practice self care. How can we take care of ourselves? First of all, it is something of paramount importance. Self care is of paramount importance. It cannot be, should not be ignored at all. So that is practice self care. Get enough sleep every night, 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Then after that, we have to eat the healthy nutrition. We have to provide ourselves with the proper nutrition. The third is we have to do the exercise on a regular basis. Whatever type of exercise is more feasible, more doable. The most common of all the exercises, it is walking. Now the eighth is embrace delayed gratification. That is very important, because it creates self discipline, because it makes us a person of our strong mind. It makes us a more, it develops our willpower. So that is embrace delayed gratification. Make momentary and short term sacrifices for the long term goals. I'm not suggesting that stop seeking the gratification, not at all, but embrace delayed gratification. There is a cup of tea or coffee, or you can delay it for 2 minutes. If at all you want, if you're somebody is a smoker, they want to smoke a cigarette, they should tell themselves that I am going to smoke it after 5 or 10 minutes. So this delayed in the gratification makes us a person of strong will, dear friend. That is, that is now, that is the embrace. Now the ninth is develop a growth mindset. Developing a growth mindset. What is this growth mindset, by the way? View challenges as opportunities for growth, That is the growth mindset. Also, once somebody says that my abilities cannot be developed, it means that they are having the fixed mindset. But if at all somebody believes that my talents and my capabilities can be developed, it actually means my intelligence can be developed. It actually means that I am having the growth mindset. So look upon the setbacks, look upon the failures as the learning opportunity for the growth. Now, now the now the tenth and the last is, celebrate small wins. Celebrating small wins. Recognize, recognize and reward your progress along the way. Recognize and reward your progress along the way. Celebrate small wins because it encourages us, it motivates us to do even better. So that recognize, do not ignore even the small win, even if at all we have made any sort of small progress improvement, if at all we have reached a milestone, that actually means this is an achievement. And every achievement is because if at all we recognize it, we reward it to ourselves, we will be more encouraged to perform better. Now remember, discipline is like a muscle. Discipline is like a muscle that can be strengthened with the practice. But if at all we don't practice it, it is not going to be strong at all. It will keep getting weaker and weaker. But like exercise, those people who are seen doing the exercise on regular basis, they keep improving with the passage of time. Now there are certain additional tips, there are certain additional tips. These are five in number. Very useful. First one is start small and build gradually. Start small but build gradually with the passage of time. The second additional tip is be consistent and persistent. It is the consistency which is much, much more important than the quantity of work. So be persistent and consistent. The third additional tip is learn from failures and setback instead of taking it as something which is opposite to success. Not at all. We have to learn from the setbacks. We have to learn from the failures. So that will make us even better person. Now the fourth is stay flexible and adaptable to changes. There will be certain changes along the way, certain changes needed along the way. Stay flexible and adapt to the changes along the way, because that is being resilient. Now the fifth is find a role model or a mentor for inspiration and guidance. Find a role model or a mentor for inspiration and guidance. You know, keep in mind that discipline is not about being perfect. Yes, keep in mind that discipline is not about being perfect, but about making progress and staying committed to your goal. But about making progress and staying committed to your goals. So that is all from me today.